a little bit more end to end than
So,
last night's game.
so yeah, you weren't very pleased with last night's game. Jamie wasn't either. Excuse me.
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a good game by Italy, but I thought the hype that Turkey had, they sort of flattered to deceive like a lot. I thought like they were relatively poor. Like they didn't really trouble Italy at all. I think they had 0 shots on target on the night compared to Italy's 8.
Yeah, Donnarumma didn't have too much of a
So
hard night, did he?
no, no, and apparently Donnarumma's getting his medical done for PSG this weekend, so he had a fairly easy night at the office.
Yeah, in tip-top shape now for that medical, you know.
Yeah, he'll be in tip-top shape because there is no way that he has overstretched himself.
No. It was poor showing from Turkey. I was impressed by Italy. I liked what Italy was showing. And I know that's not what everyone was thinking, but I really like Italy. I put a bet on them just before last night, thinking they could actually win this.
Yeah,
And
Italy are my dark horses.
and
They are
Mancini's doing a
my
great job.
28 games unbeaten, 9 games without conceding now.
hmm
That's including last night. Got the perfect blend of youth and experience. Like you got Benucci, Chiellini, Mobile, Insigne all in their 30s. And then you've got great youth in Locatelli, Barella, and even on the bench, Pastoni.
Chiesa's one of the bright sparks
Chiesa
this
as well.
season in your Serie A. I'm surprised he isn't a star in this team because I think he's just been phenomenal for Juventus near the end. And yeah, so Italy have got a really good squad, and it's scary to think Donnarumma's only 22. It's scary. That scares me. He's
I
been a
know.
professional since about 16, and he's still 4 years younger than me. I still get freaked out by that.
Yeah, hey, he's got so much more to go as well. Got so much more to learn
hmm And do
as
you
well. But
do you see him ending up at PSG, or do you think that's just
nah, I think he'll end up at PSG. I
okay?
think he'll end up at PSG. It makes the most sense. I called it earlier in the season. He'll either go to PSG or Chelsea because I thought that Edouard Mendy would be a cut goalkeeper. I thought Chelsea would go back for Donnarumma, but obviously Mendy's had a better season. Is what I expected. So him going to
I'm still not
PSG,
impressed though. I'm with you. You know, at the
I'm
beginning
not
of the season, the
convinced.
skeptic. He does parry the ball away into the wrong positions and quite half-heartedly. So I do question Mendy, but he's tall, which also plays in his favour. But I'm not convinced that
Yeah,
Mendy's a top goalkeeper, even though he's got a Champions League record for most clean sheets.
I'm not
So
100% event. I'm not 100% convinced by him, but yeah, but Donnarumma to PSG makes perfect sense. What's my iPad doing? Do that there. No, but yeah, but it'll be PSG's number one for as long as for as long as he wants. I think he's gonna make 60 million euros in his 5-year deal, and Mino's gonna take a nice little chunk of the commission.
Mino
But
is,
moving on to
you
this
know,
game,
yeah. So what do you think of the
this
lineups
game
though that they've
B.
got?
Surprised by Wales that they've gone with a four at the back. I thought they'd go with a five personally, but it's a good team. It's probably Wales' strongest team. Just getting both the teams up now. Yeah, like a great team. Ramsey starting, which is a bit of a surprise. I don't think he's had a great season at Juve. I think injuries have really plays a massive part. And I was surprised that Kiefer Moore has stopped up front, considering that in the last couple of games, Harry Wilson's been playing in that false nine to great effect. And I thought against France, until Nico Williams got sent off, I thought Wales were in the game. I thought they were giving France some problems, and obviously that red card just changed the game, and then France just dominated from there. But yeah, I think Wales have got a really good chance of getting out the group. Definitely considering how poorly Turkey played last night. It was a bit like, oh, Italy and Turkey are probably the favourites to get out of the group. I was seeing online that people had Wales to finish bottom. I was like, oh,
I
I don't
do.
think Wales are that.
I consider Wales. I think Wales will finish bottom. I'd say that now.
I think Wales might get out the group. Like Turkey didn't really show anything to me that showed that they can do something. They can get out of the group.
I'm not convinced. Yeah, Switzerland know how to get out of the group, weirdly enough.
Yeah,
They know how to grind out results. So I trust Switzerland to get out of the group. Not easily.
No, but Switzerland got a good team. You've got Xhaka, Freuler in the midfield. They've got Dennis Zakaria, who's definitely very highly rated. I think he's definitely been linked with some top clubs. I think he was linked with Liverpool, City. I think he was linked with Chelsea as well. I think so. He has been linked with some top clubs, and then obviously you've got a well experienced back three of Elvedi from Gladbach, Shah, and then Akanji. So they've got a solid team, and I expect Xherdan Shaqiri to pull out magic as he does at every Euros. Just pulls out a wonder goal at every international tournament. Did it at Euro 2016, did it at the World Cup in 2014. Just pulls out a bicycle kick or a long range at every tournament. And everyone goes, oh my God, what a player. And then when it comes to club football, it's like, and he's injured.
He doesn't play enough. That's the big problem. So I do worry.
If he has a good tournament and someone wants to pay money for him, take him off our hands, please.
I think this look decent. They're well drilled under Petrovic. So there's no Petkovic, sorry, but there's no. They haven't had great seasons. The back line, I wouldn't say Elvedi, Shah, Akanji, Rodriguez, or Mbambu have either had a great season. So I think the defense can be got at. I just think they know how to grind out draws and results to get through to at least the last 16 in a quarter final, maybe. I don't know about this Wales team. I think I looked at the last time Wales played against Switzerland, and it was back in 2011. And when you look at that team that played for Wales, Allen was playing, Bale was playing, you had Hennessy playing still, Ramsey playing, and others like maybe Bellamy. So this team is getting on a bit. They can't keep producing matches at international football. They've got to be somewhat worn out. And I think this is the tournament where we say that Bale is finished.
Yeah, I think if you look at the Wales team, like how many of that starting 11 played against Switzerland in 2011? 2. Bale and Ramsey. But if you look at the side,
well, no, Allen as well played in there, and Hennessy.
Yeah, but Hennessy's on the bench in this
True.
game. He's rightly been usurped as Wales as number one. I have never rated him.
No.
Danny Ward is definitely the better goalkeeper. He was close to being Liverpool's number one before Liverpool bought Alisson. He was set to have a run at it after Karras' horror show in was it Madrid?
It was in
Kiev.
Yeah.
So, but Wales got an all right defense. They got Morel, who plays for Luton, plays for Lincoln. Can't get a game for Lincoln City, but starts in the Wales midfield.
I know, but that's Wales. It's like it's the problem of the micronation, isn't it? That'll be too disrespectful.
Yeah, but Wales on the bench, they've got good players. Harry Wilson's had a good loan spell at Cardiff. Tyler Roberts has had a good spell at Leeds this season. Nico Williams is, especially in a Wales shirt, I think he scored on his debut for Wales, and then up until that red card, I thought he was playing well in central midfield against France. But hopefully, if Wales keep it tight, and get Bale on the ball, then things can happen. I'm just seeing the teams now. Apparently, Ben Davies is playing centre back, Chris Mepham playing left back.
That seems weird. I think that must be a problem because why would you put Mepham's right footed?
Yeah. Like that.
But Mepham is also naturally a centre back who has played out on
back. That can also play centre back as well. So
full back in some matches, but
yeah. It says that Bale's on the left and Dan James is on the right. I can definitely see that.
After you change around, it'll be written. Yeah, Bale wants to quit on his left.
Looking to the Switzerland team, Jan Sommer.
Not his best season, but he's always missed over errors this season. Always that's the top leader.
He's another goalkeeper.
So Mavogo actually, I know he was born in Fribourg, next where I studied, and kind of know where he comes from, and on there. So Mavogo had a great season with Messi. Still relatively new to the professional game, like Mendy, but not 20. Yeah. He's about 27, so he's not exactly gonna.
Hasn't Dortmund signed
the next best thing, but he's one, yeah,
from Stuttgart.
I am not aware,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked that I've
wouldn't
not seen
surprise me because they love their Swiss keepers with hits and.
Roland Berke,
well, yeah. Both very vocal on what we think about both of them.
Yeah.
Well, both of them actually, both of them can be.
What, is it kicked off?
Yeah. I don't think it's wise to take any. We're underway now.
I'm going
kicked
to
off.
Kick off
Have you
first
got
half.
8 seconds in. Yeah.
Taking the knee.
So now. Yep, taking the knee exactly. And Rodriguez out on the left.
Where is
back
Ricardo
to Xhaka, number 10.
Playing now? Is he playing at Fiorentina?
Captain in the team.
Yeah, like his career, like when he went to AC Milan, like people were hailing that as like a wonder.
Big figure.
Like, oh, brilliant signing, but like he's not kicked on.
Unfortunately not, but he is top player. He's still a decent left back. He's 28 now, so it hasn't run the way. Hasn't gone to list his career was where he got chance. Didn't work out exactly, so it's just a bit unfortunate. Like team.
Wales have got.
Yeah, you can get a free kick.
A couple of set piece specialists in Gareth Bale and Harry Wilson, who's on Wales' bench this evening.
But you can see that Swiss. You can see that Swiss side.
Why is Xhaka
who takes the set pieces? With Shaqiri, Xhaka, and Rodriguez. Get that line. I mean, he's got that for Arsenal, remember?
Oh, Chelsea. He did score one against Palace, I think.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's got a direct free kick
against the Roman now,
Chelsea. But he's not bad at set pieces either.
I think it's near.
Is that official?
Enough done.
Ooh, Bale putting
in.
No one in the centre. So Bale just put sorry for Roberts, but there was no centre, which seems already a bit more.
Yeah,
that's what you have more in a team for, right? You target man.
Then I'd have
that's
Wilson
be it, right?
That false 9, let him drop deep.
Enough of it.
Had some. Yeah.
That might
has great. I think didn't he score like 27 goals in the championship?
With all due respect,
no, Cardiff scored 27 goals off set pieces. That was
the down goals.
Like 17. Yeah, just seeing the chance there. Kiefer Moore just didn't anticipate. Look at Kiefer Moore's stats this season. I think he got quite a few with Cardiff.
Yeah, and he's got 6 assists as well, so it's not just
20 goals in the championship.
Simply a target man who had the goal.
So he got a 1 and 2.
You can
convert. He got like he's got like a 1 and 2 record, near enough. Yeah, got 20 goals and 2 assists.
Okay. So, give me a simple prediction, Luke.
I think Wales are going to nick it. Yeah, I think I think everyone's writing off Wales, which is sort of like write them off at your peril, sort of thing. So I expect them to
I'm gonna
Oh
just
yeah,
say that
yeah,
I think that it'll just
yeah.
be a draw 1-1 because these two teams. But you know, do
What,
centre
Eric
backs.
Dyer's my
Eric
favourite player. Where do you hear that
Dyer,
from?
your favourite player. The
I know.
sarcasm in
Goodness, how
there.
Eric Dyer's got games, but Paulo Fonseca's coming in, and apparently Spurs have been linked with Pellegrini, Villa, and Mancini from Roma. The Roma Hall, but like I'd be wary signing Italian players. They don't really work out.
Sounds like a rebel.
Yeah.
And I think to look how they performed in Europe this season, they were all underwhelming. Even Atlanta, a team that I'm a big fan of,
Liverpool.
all quite underwhelming
5-0
in Europe this season. So
yeah,
yeah, but they also beat, which was an impressive match. Well, Atlanta different Italian sides. There's a style player that's no there, but they're probably still not
Malinowski for
good enough
Ukraine, I reckon, he's
for
a good tournament.
Champions League football
People are talking
or
about
to compete in the late.
him. He's going to really have that good tournament. He had a good season at Atalanta, really stepped up after Papu Gomez fell out with Gasperini and left to Seville, I think. Gomez.
Papu Gomez just left like that top owner, you know, the club just and then Gasperini. I haven't seen enough of this fierce side of Gasperini since Atlanta. He's known for that in his other jobs before that, but then suddenly with Papu Gomez, it was no return ideas. I heard that yet, so I'm quite shocked that all of a sudden you're not in my plans anymore.
Yeah.
And he still finished second at Atlanta. Yeah. So
Bolo's on.
It's not a bad season.
Yeah, I think he was having some.
And he did that a lot without Ilicic.
Troubles.
Well, he did last year, but then when he's ready to come back completely, Gasperini said trust him in big matches, and then just kept bringing him on as a sub. So it didn't really work out, and so it's mainly been like
with Malinowski and behind creating
up top, but it's working. And you've got further in that team as well, hard working.
Side.
Exactly, yes. Great pair with field. Well, fierce, but one that be the estimated. They were both straight to
as well. Leave us your comments and super chats in the comments below.
Bolo is down injured. So I'm not sure what happened there.
Remember the hyper on Brie
he's the most infuriating player. He is extremely frustrating. On the tackle from Epham, who it's a good flying game, but it doesn't like that by the tackle with below. But yeah, below he's still only 4. He's just I don't get it. He works for Perovic up front. Let's Perovic stay on the last man, and he just wander in those spaces like a false 9 or false 10.
Yeah. Just checking Severovic.
Apart from that, he's
yeah, 29 goal contributions in Liga NOS.
No season.
Yeah. No, in the Portuguese league.
In the Spanish league. Yeah, and the top scorer is in the Portuguese squad, if I'm not wrong. One picked him to first place. Yeah, I can't remember his name. So first place.
In the squad.
Was Gonzalez.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
He's in the squad because he's been linked with Liverpool.
okay,
I think.
good. Wasn't sure.
Like 50 million. Being linked because he's been dubbed the new Bruno. And I'm like, oh, don't know where.
I'm not too sure.
I don't know where
watching
he fit in. I don't think he's good enough to play in the midfield three, and he's not good enough to play in the front three position. So it would mean a formation shift.
I think all the transfer talk around Liverpool and a formation shift. You're talking about Neuhaus. If Neuhaus would come in, say for instance, where does that leave Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho?
If you look at that,
because I'm not sure I see Neuhaus great in a three.
I feel like if you look at that Liverpool midfield, probably your starting midfield three is going to be Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, right? All of them have injury problems in their own right. And obviously, we've let go Mr. Durable, Mr. Reliable, which I still think is the right decision. I felt like that was the perfect time to let him go. The money he wanted was a lot. Liverpool have had the habit of keeping players for probably a year or two too long. Like, such as Lallana, Lovren, probably Origi. We're probably not going to get the money that we've wanted for him. So getting rid of him now, we're probably going to need another two midfielders to cover him. Plus, I do expect Naby Keita to be sold in the summer as well. So we do need a couple of midfielders. Whether or not this is the time that we're going to evolutionize the team, that we are not going to go with the three workhorses in midfield and maybe change it up to a 4-2-3-1 like Klopp had at Dortmund, which I think is what he wants to do. I do think he wants to play 4-2-3-1 again, just like he did at Dortmund. I think he wants to move away from the 4-3-3 slowly. And I think Neuhaus would be a perfect signing. But I've not watched a lot of Neuhaus. I think I watched one game and he started on the bench. That was when Gladbach played Leipzig. So
yeah, I'm really a big fan of him. A nice box-to-box fielder who likes to get around the pitch. But also got a very good long shot on him.
Yeah.
So he's got a few long-range shots this season where you just think, okay, he's going to try and compete with Fabinho for best taker of long shots.
Yeah, but the thing is, Liverpool need more goals from midfield. So I'm not against that. And plus, I'll be keeping an eye on him at the Euros because look like Liverpool have done the groundwork for that deal already. Obviously, when everyone's thinking we're going after Basuma, which apparently he desperately wants to join Arsenal.
Weird. I said for a while that Basuma could be a revolutionary transfer for any top club. I said that last season even, and I just think he's a brilliant player. We'll get many yellow cards. It's not going to change, but a brilliant player.
Yeah. Just worrying about that Liverpool spine being of players that you know are leaving to AFCON in January.
Well, I think you're more worried about than others, aren't you?
Yeah, I am slightly worried.
I wouldn't be worried about that. I think Liverpool for 5 games could get through
no
it.
Salah, no Mane, no Basuma. That's why I think we need a forward. But we're linked with Patson Daka, who, guess where he's going in January? AFCON.
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah.
No, ball in. Wasteful. Everyone, leave your comments in the comment section. Ask us about the game, about transfers, rumours that have been linked. Obviously, Ben White's been linked with Arsenal for £50 million. Arsenal, never learn, eh?
Mm-hmm. Are you a fan of White?
Linked with Liverpool, 50 million for him. What, for 50? Yeah.
So you think
Way too excessive. And haven't Arsenal got Saliba? Arsenal fans were counting him as like the next Varane.
that was supposed to be permanent, wasn't it, after his install?
No, he's coming back.
Okay.
So if you're expecting him to play right-sided centre-back and Arsenal want to sign the right-sided centre-back, then what's going to happen with Saliba? Apparently Newcastle have inquired about him on loan.
Wouldn't be bad for if you to get experience like that.
Yeah, him playing Steve Bruce football. We're going to spoil.
Yeah.
Oh, what a save. Oh, good save. By Sommer. Keeper.
My match is not up at the moment.
Just had a header, which was
I have
tipped over by
no idea what's going on with my computer.
Jan Sommer, and Wales have had the first shot on target. Good save by Sommer. That's Wales' first opening of the game. Now it's a corner for Wales. Dan James is on the set piece. Dan James, corner in. Kiefer Moore. Oh, just both him and there's like a Kanji down with head injuries.
Vraiment le choc qu'on annonçait, mais qui pour le moment parle plutôt en faveur de ce qu'ont choisi les Gallois de
Babu. Speaking of former Newcastle players, and Babu, former Newcastle player, but looks like Kiefer Moore has got a massive bulge underneath above his eye. From headering against Babu's head.
Where's that from? Is that an injury? Yeah. That save from Sommer is a good one, but there's one thing I'm a big fan of Sommer, but he isn't the tallest goalkeeper. Struggling in the Premier League. I'd love to see him in the league, but he struggled big time. Crosses that come in way too often, he can't do it. So maybe that save looks quite spectacular because he's that small.
Is he? I think I'm like an inch taller than Jan Sommer. I think I'm 6'1", yeah. Jan
Why are you
Sommer
6'1"?
And replaced Marc-Andre ter Stegen when he left for Barca.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
More.
So Roberts currently getting bandages right now. Yeah. That match's gone off on for me, but I don't have
Ward.
many memories of Hennessy having much to do in this match. Sorry, that's the wrong. Oh my God, it's not been my day. I can't
Switzerland
remember any shots
being in front of Wales.
on target from Switzerland. I don't think any. But I think it to be some of us. I think it's looking a bit worrying for the Swiss. There's no.
Yeah.
Can't see Shaqiri getting on the ball enough.
He's
Ball
had
dropping into the spaces, not Shaqiri.
assists and 31 appearances in the Bundesliga. That's a goal contribution every 287 minutes.
Yeah, but his goals is. But it just runs around defenders and pulls them out of positions. It's much. That he offers the team. Like, even now, he's pulling Wales. All the assists. And it looks like there's not much protest against. But Mbappe's won the corner for them. And Ben Davies is not happy about that.
Davies, I think.
Davis or Davey? I've got to get
Davies, yeah, Ben Davies.
Because we've got a few Davies. A few that name on our channel. Davies. Because it's got Jamie Davies. We call him Jamie Davies now when we start these shows.
My webcam a little bit.
Oh, and Seferovic, no, sorry, Shet attempted a really cheap. How say it? You know, cutting inside feet inside your legs. Legs trying to back in it towards the goalkeeper. First shot on target. First shot on target fails. Sorry, oh my god. Very good. First shot on target, Switzerland. Cross comes in and Ward deals with it easily.
I feel sorry for Ward. Because he left Liverpool to join Leicester, but he's been Schmeichel's understudy ever since.
Yeah. It's understandable though as well.
I was like, wow, Schmeichel's decreased. Like Leicester might need to look replacing him because he's about that age where he could drop off massively next season.
Isn't for himself much glory against Tottenham, but I think he was probably just a Leicester player all season long. Leicester relied on many players in spurts. Like the beginning of the season, you had Vardy performing. Then in January, you had Barnes performing. Then you had I can't even remember his name. Iheanacho performing. Yeah, he's still too young. I don't like him when he plays just next to Sunchu because those two are a bit reckless in the way they.
I heard that Liverpool fans, oh, I'd love Scintillating. I'd love Scintillating, and I was like, he's screamed with Dejan Lovren.
I just think he's too reckless, and he's 24 now. If you haven't done his last year's professional career,
I thought Kabak was.
It doesn't look like it's going to change these things.
And I was glad when Liverpool were like, yeah, we're not going to take you up on that offer to keep him. I was like, oh, the Liverpool have done their homework. They've realised that he's probably not at the level required. Oh, and Babu, good header by
I see on the match predictor we play with our friends at Leicester.
No, I've not done it because I just want to enjoy it.
Yeah. Have you tried matches as well? Or do you not do that, Luke? Did it? Yeah, but I enjoy all that. Owners, this kid's they're facing the ball because it's flat. Oh, right.
Then still hold off the game.
Yeah. It was about time though. Could have easily got a goal in that first part of the game. And so now play continues with a ball pumped up correctly. Akanji to Shah. There's right hand side here. I don't know if that's a particular weak spot for Wales.
Oh, Connor Roberts has had a good season at Swansea. Everyone that's watched.
Ball comes in.
Everyone that's watching, make sure they hit the like and subscribe.
Well defended by Roberts.
we have another watch along today. I'll be doing UFC 263. Which I'm quite looking forward to, actually.
How do you see you eating tonight?
Got 2 title fights on the card tonight. Got Israel Adesanya defending his UFC middleweight title against Marvin Vettori in a rematch, which is 3 years in the making. And then we have a UFC flyweight title rematch of Davison Figueiredo versus Brandon Moreno after they went to a majority draw at UFC 256 at the back end of last year. And obviously on the card, we have the Brit Leon Edwards against Nate Diaz in a first 5-round non-main event clash. And then obviously we have some Scots on the card, Paul Craig, Joanne Calderwood fighting as well. But I'll be doing the main card. I won't be doing the prelims, even though the prelims is stacked. So join me from 10 to 3 UK time in the morning for that. Because I'm mad.
And war just all now, and Switzerland are pushing up now. Deeper and deeper and... Looking to break through that well, Freuler. Back turning onto his left. That's not too far. That shot. Ward is confident it goes that far. You'll see it. There we go.
Game against France.
Right result.
Get any change out of him, but
Is this Ward's?
Yes, but I think he signed a new deal at Leicester.
I couldn't tell you.
I think he signed a new deal. But if he got a good move, I've just seen that now.
Yeah, and you've got to consider it's not a league contending club.
But
what majestically use a goalkeeper like that? I'd argue maybe someone I don't know. I think move on from Guide to some. I think they've got to move on from Guide to. I think they've got to move on from him someday. Because I'm not convinced by him.
Guaita had an excellent season there. He won't go to any of the newly promoted sides. He won't go to Brentford. He won't go to Watford. He won't go to Norwich. I think Norwich are going to re-sign Angus Gunn on a permanent deal from Southampton. No, I think Watford are stocked with goalkeepers. They've got Ben Foster and then they've got Daniel Baumann, former Wrexham goalkeeper. Will be playing for Austria this tournament.
Ooh, so no foul on there. Back with Maurice on the ball side and Cher moving up. They're camped in Wales half right now, the Swiss players.
Almost do well, because apparently clubs were offering Liverpool 7 million for Shaqiri, but apparently Liverpool want double that. So if he has a good moment,
or crossing the end, and James is looking to run away now. And that throws on James just running away. My game is not there anymore.
These Wales are going to be 69 passes. Yeah, this will be the opportunity to get him on the counter attack.
All I see now is James on the ground. I think he's starting to run away, and it looks like Cher took a bit of a nip at him. Yeah, it was a tactical foul. But it closed the box, so it could be a chance to win. And we all know the angle for him on the corner of the box, but on the left-hand side, so it's not like he can pass it over here. I'd be surprised if he did get a goal from here, but no, doesn't like confidence. For instance, that'd probably be the one. But if he's not even starting,
apparently clubs are after Williams, so if he has a good tournament,
and it's a goal kick, just misses the head of any Wales players.
He's starting like he played right back, left back. He's played midfield for Wales. I think he needs a loan move, personally. I think Liverpool were linked with Hysad from Napoli.
Decent flowing cross, but not really attacks him.
Am I having sound problems? I'm not having sound problems.
Yeah, but he's not something that's hard to.
It's probably
to promote that sort of player. It's probably me. It's probably me. It's most likely me. My computer is not working whatsoever right now, so trying to do everything I can, but there's unfortunately not 1,000 things I can do on it about it. My apologies already. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Akanji to Xhaka. Rodriguez. Wales are put in zone half now. Freuler. Yeah.
It's the Swiss.
Back to Freuler and Switzerland.
It's the Swiss tap.
Now just getting into Wales half. And ball.
Is it one shot on target each? Thing is, like this yesterday was one.
Was peeling off that back line again. It seems to be the moment. Spread out to Rodriguez. Can he get the ball in? He's just kept it in. He's not even attacking them. Yeah, he's a good target man, but so many of these Wales crosses are just going in without anyone on the end of them, or trying to get on the end of them. So corner for Switzerland. Ball comes in, and he's again back heel legs.
We've got a comment from Bluebird Legend, which I think is a Cardiff fan, saying Kiefer Moore is made of granite. He's moving like it too. Rumours that oh yeah, he's definitely getting subbed off. So can't you play them this year?
Well, I think
so much he's played this show.
If well,
5.
now 5, I think. So if he's not going to, yeah, he's not that young anymore. I think Holmes and Akanji probably have to leave the way to young Zach. I'm a big fan of Zach. He's got injury problems.
28 appearances and 2 goals.
Okay. Yep.
So you're right, Ben. Yeah.
He is tall.
Paid around £19 million for him. Yeah. He's eligible to play for Nigeria. It's currently valued at £22 million. Sometimes I buy him on FM, but he's not that great. Kiefer Moore looks like shattered. Don't know about you people watching in the comments, but yeah, he's not had any service, but I think Harry Wilson will come on because he's barely played under Rob Page. It's been Wilson up front in the false 9.
So corner.
Dropping deep in the Yeah. I'm so glad Giggs is not managing. Oh yeah, I said that he'll be worrying about who his cellmates are next season.
Looks like Freuler might have handled his own. Well, let's see what happens with this court case, and then we can make more of a judgment on that afterwards. Oh, and Bolo just gets into the box. He gets around Roberts really nicely there.
Wales back against
Wilson,
the walls, but
not Wilson. Rodriguez crosses it, but it gets no one. Yeah, I think it'll be a tall order to qualify because I think there are easier groups. There are much easier groups. So if you take, for instance, the group that are playing today, even, they don't fancy their chances of even being in 3rd place because
I think they're going to need to beat Switzerland or Turkey to qualify. And not get... Yeah, I'd love North Macedonia to do well just because Gorgov Pandev.
I don't know if you're worried too much because you know you can beat
after this tournament.
Russia or Finland quite convincingly qualify. And then the same with Netherlands, North Macedonia group.
In Italy, 7 goals and 17 appearances.
It's going to come down all different.
Yeah, or 7 goal involvements and 17 appearances, I think it was.
Yeah.
So it's not like that he's doing crap.
Yeah.
But he's probably realised that what a high he could leave.
Big problem with North Macedonia. I can't really think of any other players except for Alioski from Leeds. Can you think of any other players from North Macedonia?
Elmas from Napoli. I'm gonna see because I think I'm gonna see who their squad is. Elmas. Wow. I'm just seeing names.
Yeah.
No. There's a goalkeeper. But Dimistrevski, didn't he score against Oh, didn't he score against Jan Oblak, or was that the wrong goalkeeper?
You're not going to try and butcher their names, are you?
A goalkeeper did score against Oblak.
I don't think it's... No.
Yeah. Have they? Oh, yeah, Bonner scored that brilliant header. Hey, not as good as Alisson Becker, yeah? Oh, that was so good. That was so good of a header. Apparently, Pickford
I know,
is
but
quite
did
high
score,
up the
but
England list to take a penalty.
He plays in this, didn't he?
Yeah.
That goal.
Probably,
Was it scored?
it's probably the only good thing.
Bono scored a really good header from Al. Really good header.
I don't rate
He did in the Nations League. Fifth penalty taker.
I don't get the hype.
He scored that penalty against Switzerland. Oh, the Pickford hate is so over the top. It's not about I don't think he's a world class goalkeeper. Far from it. Far from it. But he's not as bad. He's kept Everton so many matches this season.
Jamie Maguire, imagine spending that much money to fly to Azerbaijan to watch Wales and be that far from the pitch.
Yeah. I had a friend who actually had tickets for the match.
Is there any matches being played where you live?
In Switzerland? No. No. They don't. I think because they had the Euro in 2008 as well, there's no point of bringing matches back here. I think Rome, Hungary, Spain,
Jamie says
Portugal.
Like
I think Munich was one of the ones in
Switzerland.
Not in Switzerland. Not that much, but not that. That's it. I pay about, you pay, worst case, you could pay francs. Above that, then it's probably really expensive, not anyway, but 8 francs, and 8 francs,
Please do so. On Twitter, right?
Babu's got some down for a free kick.
Post this out when Liverpool got Van Dijk. Liverpool fans, do yourself a favour. Delete your tweet every time you're posting making fun of United paying £88 million for Paul Pogba. Your club just paid £75 million for Virgil van Dijk. No, literally, like I'm just scrolling on Twitter and it's just popped up. Me looking, I'm just seeing what is trending. Euro 2016 is trending on Twitter.
Probably saying Euro 2016 was better than this.
Your defense is terrified. He barely played that tournament.
Will Griggs. Yeah, he barely played.
That was the summer before I went to uni.
Oh, good times.
Oh, that was a brilliant time. Shout out to everyone watching. Got around 20 people watching. 12 likes. Let's even get to 15 likes. 15 likes. Before half time. We've got 3 minutes to get another 3 likes. Come on, we can do it. I guess it's been evenish.
I'd love to say that I know who's played really well this half, but
and Babu's down for Switzerland.
It's I'm asking it's not on.
Wales can hold out here.
Yeah.
Hold out till half time. A draw wouldn't be the end of the world.
Got a free kick.
Shaqiri over the free kick. Shaqiri with that left foot, the biggest
No,
class in football. Shaqiri lost the ball in, and it's headed over the bar by. It's headed away by Gareth Bale, the skipper, just readjusting his ponytail. Looping free kick in, and Bale just heads it away. And Ricardo Rodriguez.
Yeah. Oh, and Bowler's in here. He's got shirt pulled and Seferovic. Oh, he hits it over. And Bowler does really well. I don't know who's looking on his shirt, but he lays it off to Seferovic. And the ball might be bouncing a bit, but he should be doing better with the shot that he put it over the bar. I think Bowler would have done better trying to shoot for himself, because by giving it to Seferovic out wide there, he created a really tangle for him. But Mepham's looking all over his shirt. That could have been a penalty. He goes down there, it's a penalty. And no question of doubt. So, first minute.
2 minutes, is that all?
Of
just having a look now.
5 minutes.
Oh, how's he missed? How has he missed?
Yeah. It is awkward. It is awkward. But this is Swiss people always mocked Seferovic. Seferovic doesn't have, because
Look
just
at Mepham.
isn't seen as that good striker. A few good seasons in their minds have changed.
VAR?
But that is a.
Is there VAR?
Wales are. Yeah, that's true. There is. There is. That was bad defending from Wales. There's no justifying how they defend that Wales.
No,
The ball goes over the top. Goes into the box too easily.
I'm just getting my tweet set up saying half time. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, anyway.
Half time. Handy, but Wales won, Switzerland 0. Wishful thinking, yeah. All right, I'll
Wishful thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, I've just updated Twitter because
So I'm at half time, right? We'll catch up.
just getting the This is why I love doing streams with other people, because it means I don't have to worry about doing absolutely everything.
It's Seferovic and Bale both flying out.
Yeah.
But that easily
Jeez, look at
could have been
Moore's
penalty
face.
for
Looks like he's done a couple of rounds of Tyson
The ball
Fury.
bounces, so that
Uneventful. Oh, it's like last night all over again. I thought the first half was a bit uneventful, and this afternoon's game it's just been the same. One shot on target each. Keith Moore with the header, great save by Jan Sommer, and Shah had that back heel that was greatly saved by Ward. And yeah, as we were saying before, Switzerland may have been a little bit aggrieved not to have got a penalty after Mepham was pulling down, was tugging at Mbolo's shirt. But Switzerland have had a couple of half chances. They've had, I think, Seferovic has had a few chances that he's probably regretting not doing better with, but been quite poor, and the draw is probably a fair scoreline heading into half time.
I didn't get to see all the match, but what I saw, Wales looked much better at the beginning. They brought the game to Switzerland. They emphasised that it's chance gone now, and it's Switzerland's to this point. Maybe a draw was fair as
yeah, I just feel like with Wales, it's like, I'm wondering if both of these teams have seen Turkey, Italy last night. Have gone, we've got to keep it tight because Italy have shown that they're probably going to win the group. And it's, let's not get smashed in the first game by let's not get smashed by each other. And if we can... Yeah,
this is the most important game for both, realistically.
It puts either team in the driving seat to qualify.
But I think it's also important to note that this is for both teams. Because Switzerland have to go to Italy and play against. They have to come back to Baku and play against Turkey. Wales the same. So these will feel 2-away for Switzerland and Wales 2-1. This is the them have away disadvantage, so it almost evens out. This is a big chance for both. I think what's important is maybe 3 draws can qualify you now.
And
so defending is more important than actually scoring. It's like Portugal didn't put in 2016. Yes, they didn't have to defend. And
that was an exhausted Wales. Got a comment here saying, hello, Luke. Hello. Thoughts on the game so far? Everyone that's watching me,
hello.
Just smash the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Let us know your thoughts on the first half so far, and what will each team need to do in the second half. I think Wales need to take off Keeper more.
What do you think need to do?
And bring on Harry Wilson in that false 9. Switzerland make their passes in the final third a little bit quicker, a little bit snappier, because it's been very slow, very lethargic by both teams. It's not been quick play, and I feel like if Switzerland can start going 1-2 around that Wales' double pivot of Morel and Allen, then that could be good. And plus, just keep on clipping the balls over the top, because Mbolo and Severovic are getting joy, especially Mbolo up against Mepham. It seems to be a good duel developing between the two. But I don't know. Wales is the difficult one, because Wales were like this against France, but they created more against France. Yeah.
I think it's simple. You can tell that Wales can ball it coming into the box. It's in the air or just all around. When you're a player like Freuler, who can be very forward thinking, just don't hesitate to get that ball forward into the box, however way possible. Because they've struggled every time. As soon as the ball's in the box, Wales' defense has gone into shatters. I don't know what the expression is. You've got press Wales deep into their own half, and the chance will come. Wales, they can't. It seems counterintuitive to have Daniel James and Keith Moore. More you want to have. You've got possession, you get crosses in the box. James, you want to have to play a counter attack. Either go with one, go with 2 ideas, because
so Dan James is the only Wales player to create a chance and complete a take on. So Dan James has created 2 chances for Wales in the first half. The thing is, I think Wales are going to rely on set pieces. I think that's how they're going to have a successful tournament.
I worry about where any of the team seeing them because, well, I think Bale, Ramsey, the two players, their fitness is questionable. But if they're going to continue playing with a player like, I don't know, more. He adds physicality, but he takes a lot of endurance out of that team. So against Italy and Turkey, I do worry about Wales. So I think this match is more important to Wales than it is to Scotland.
Yeah, just look on the just looking at the bench for Wales. You're looking at who you could bring on. I've mentioned Harry Wilson. Maybe bring on the Tyler Roberts. He's had a good season at Leeds. Obviously, you've got David Brooks, Johnny Williams as more midfield options. Dylan Levitt, which I don't expect him to get many minutes for Wales. Also, you've got Ethan Ampadu in that midfield as well. Maybe you could him him on for like a Ramsey and really shore up that midfield, because I forgot that Ramsey's even playing in this game.
Yeah, I can't see easy. Ramsey probably has to come off. Not straight away. We want to see what he can add in the second half. If you add Harry Wilson, but for the moment,
yeah, like this is a crucial one.
He's
Whoever
not done
wins
it,
this
so
game must be thinking we're in the driving seats to qualify second place. For me. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You win game, you know you're almost.
Yeah, I saw some reports.
You have to be really unfortunate if you
coming out of the England camp that Sterling's going to start against Croatia. You know my thoughts on him this season. Apparently, he's been linked with the move back to Liverpool.
I don't.
Thank you. He's been poor. He's lucky to be selected. Same with Rashford.
I don't know what.
Yeah, but like he should have done
running 2 or 3 injuries.
Like,
I understand.
Pulling out, but he's not.
Yeah. And I do like what Rio Ferdinand said about he needs to sit down, Michael Owen, and explain how running yourself to the ground,
because
injured,
you do the
ruined your career.
You'll be finished by 28. You'll be finished. And
it's a scary
he's
thing.
5 years away from being potentially finished.
So
if he doesn't take some time out, he said he's going to get his shoulder. He's going to have shoulder surgery after the Euros. I'm like, no, you're not. You're going to be playing again straight after. Like, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer won't rest you.
Problem. That's the big worry, because he's not going to get a rest.
So, yeah, I'm not optimistic about England. My 2 flops of the tournament are going to be Netherlands and England. I think I've said to Jamie, I don't think we'll get out the group. I just worry that we're not going to get out the group at all. And the fact that pundits are saying England can get to the semis, I'm like, have you seen the squad we've selected? That's...
Yeah. I think I need to worry. I think Russia will probably have the thing on it. I don't think Czech Republic are as good as we make them out to be because of the likes of Sweden. Still think they're beatable. I think we'll get out the group. I don't know. I actually think Croatia might not get through the group. That was one of my predictions as well. Croatia will finish 3rd and not get out. Yeah.
Yeah, like, they got Modric, Adrian, when you've got a backline of Dida and Lovren.
Since the World Cup, I'm sorry, not bad. Exactly. What they I mean, not well. Like they drew against Turkey. This is recent results. They're not that good anymore to Croatia. So I'm not scared of Croatia whatsoever.
They're going out first round. France or Germany.
Because it'll be against.
And I can imagine either team is just going to bend England over and gone, how many shall we put past you? Because especially when you've got Mings,
fair enough,
Stones, Cody, one-legged Maguire. Oh. Just thinking about it just gives me the chills.
I'm at the defense. I did look up a stat and see how many touches Bale's had. He's had 13 touches, but he's lost possession 7 times.
Oh, wow. That's a horrible stat.
So, that's a bad stat. And he's not up the list for possession loss with 10.
Oh, you love those possession loss stats, don't you? You've been after
I love them because they've been on a... Hey, listen, the stats don't lie. He lost possession.
Stats, you can mix stats to fit any argument you want.
Of course. Oh, yeah. That's the great thing about stats. Stats just make an argument valid, but stats are stupid. What was it? You know, one of the most used statistical tools is averages. And someone said to me once, averages are stupid. On average, every person on this planet has a testicle. So it's like, you know,
just the
way to dismiss
Trent and the possession loss stats. People were after him all season because of it.
Not gonna lie,
I
did go after him quite a bit. I'm still impressed by him, but
he's a crap defender. He's not as bad as everyone thinks.
It isn't a myth.
Oh, he's a useless defender.
Isn't a myth.
He's useless.
How come? No. What he does is he fine. He always keeps people on side, and that for a right.
I think he's going to end up in midfield.
That's one of the things, and also he duels. Attempted non-successful. You can't. As soon as you get one-on-one with him, he's getting. And the stats improve.
Which is the best site for stats? Is it Transfer Marked or is it Who Scored?
I use SofaScore, so check it out. It's cool because it's quite in depth with the possession lost. How many successful passes and
you've started
crosses and things like that, long balls.
You started something else because I use Squawker. Damn, this is
one
decent. Oh, second half underway, right?
So
oh, hello. Second half underway. Look what you've done to me now, Seb.
Okay. Second half's underway now. I have to get to the realms of SofaScore.
All jokes aside, I am planning
some other pressure.
There's a couple of videos that I want to do about how certain managers are going to rejig their teams. So how new managers are going to come in and affect their teams that they're going to manage, like Fonseca with Spurs.
Just so I did thing, and I play teams that I put in because it all so my predictions said that I'm prediction now. I said the 3 best third teams: Portugal, Poland, Sweden,
Yeah, right. Yeah. So So I just found some stats. I'm comparing Trent to Reece James, right? Because that's the one that Chelsea fans have been. Oh, Reece James, he's better than Trent. He's better than Trent, right? Oh, Trent gets dribbled past more than Reece James. Incorrect. Trent gets dribbled past 0.6 times per 90. Reece James gets dribbled past 0.8.
Okay.
Differences,
Good stat.
but that is a good stat. Interception.
And the same with stats. You probably need absolutely use it to be able to.
I think Squawker does that quite well, actually.
How many attempts? How many attempts? For instance, if Reece James has a lot more.
Bale. Oh, he's gonna shoot, but is it off for a corner for Wales? And it's a goal kick for Switzerland. No, it's a corner. No, it's a free kick. Everyone in the comments, let me know if you can still hear me and see me. Just need to make sure. I think I hear a wild Seb reappearing. But are we still live on YouTube?
You do, but I'm sorry. What?
Oh, I'm going to message my girlfriend to see if we're still live.
My answer's complete.
Wales are 1-0 down now.
Yeah.
Yep. Breland Bolo, header.
This is extremely weird. One.
Now Wales have got a mountain to climb now. Need to start stepping it up. Ball out, Mike Davis. Back to Roden. Back to Mepham. Excuse me. Thrown to Wales. Don't worry, Seb will be back. He's just having some technical difficulties at the moment. Damn, James couldn't.
Unbelievable. I can't believe how bad these issues are. My computer is just dying. Well, usually my computer is at a very good computer, top form, but it's just not having a day today.
Oh, about 2 years and it's going like
2 years?
Maybe you need to start.
I've got a lot of programs on this.
I think you might need to invest.
Well, I can't really. I've got to use them occasionally. Yeah. That was already on the planned, but this is something I've never seen before. I'm not going on. My computer's just going black.
I'm gonna put in the comments. Are we still live? Oh, not on Let's Talk Sport one. And James back to Ramsey. Ramsey out to Roberts on the right. Roberts to Morel. Ball in. Headed by Dan James, but is headed out by Fabian Schär. Up against Chris Mack. apparently Switzerland just taking the sting out of the game now. Wales need to make some substitutions ASAP. Shout out to everyone that is watching. I'm not too sure not that you can hear us. I know you can't see us, but hopefully you can still hear me on this. All over to Mbabu, but Ben Davis wins the duel. Hey.
It took I don't know how long just to turn that back on.
Dan James,
my camera. Wow.
Oh right,
that
my
was
girlfriend said that
was
we can be heard but not seen.
Else.
All right.
I couldn't look. Zoom wasn't. There's just 1-0 but now between Switzerland and Wales. And Bowler with the difference maker. Wow, that sounded really corny. Corner Wales here. This is the game too. I swear to God, if this again, no.
So hopefully you can. You still. Hey, yeah, you need to ask your parents, saying, "Hey, I need a bigger computer."
Yeah.
We're
my
crashing.
computer's going all over the place. It's new. My problems, technical problems. It was.
Have you got updated software?
My computer
and stuff like that?
is not on right now. I don't know what's happening. I probably need to just restart it because it stayed on for quite a while.
Wales got a corner, but Brilliant Bolo is down injured, clutching his left. He's clutching something on his leg. Wales, yeah.
The corner Wales comes with a shot just on the edge of the box. Ball is bouncing.
Down for treatment. Hopefully
he's just about to the deflection
the
off his
injuries
chest.
He suffered in the past. Looking back at that Mbolo header, superb header. Roberts just nowhere near him, and brilliant header. Maybe keeper could have moved his feet quicker, but I don't know. I thought that would be harsh on him. He's not done much. He got booked, and that was it.
Sure why more on the time.
Yeah, just in the Ben Davis
Has he got the game
over the bar? This is massive because if Wales lose this, they will need to beat Turkey and hopefully draw to Italy to have any chance of qualifying.
Oh.
Yeah. Apparently, it was Danny Ward that was leaking Liverpool lineups.
That goal has opened up the game
to the media,
now.
yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
In Shaqiri's last 3 competitive games for Switzerland, 2 assists and 1 goal. Not shoddy. He's a good player.
Not the.
Yeah.
Probably better than the years.
Yeah, definitely stepping up the intensity, which is a lovely ball in, but lovely tackle by Mepham. But Wales are just stepping it up a gear now, which will leave them slightly more exposed at the back, but Wales will need to do something. I think Wales need to make a change. I think Keith Moore needs to come off. And maybe I should be harsh, and maybe an Aaron Ramsey should be coming off. Because he's not done much in this game. He's had let's see what season he's had for Juve, but I don't think he's had an outstanding season for Juve. At all. He's only played in like 3 qualifying matches for the Euros.
I'm really disappointed with Ramsey. His Juventus career to be extremely good, but I was always he'd step up. He hasn't, unfortunately. I think it's a system that
thing is, he's only had over 1,000 minutes in the play for in Serie A. He's got 7 goal involvements in 22 games.
So he got better.
It's not bad. It's not great. When Wales have got a free kick, looks like it's going to be Dan James. Who I think Ramsey's over it. Dan James has definitely been Wales' best player for me. Just anything decent that Wales has created has been down his side. Ramsey. Oh, goes to a crowd of bodies. Keith Moore misses the header and it's out for a goal kick. Have you just seen the free kick?
Oh, I'm a bit ahead of you, Luke, but no, the chance of get into the box, gets onto his right foot. Mepham shows him that far on. I think
he's definitely been
wide. And
the Swiss's best player.
On the okay. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise.
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me. He's not played a lot of minutes for Liverpool this season.
That's it. But it's
maybe Dennis Zakaria is coming on, and it looks like they're gonna.
He doesn't look happy to be coming off the field. He's walking off.
So, he's had 2 assists in 14 appearances for Liverpool this season. He's played 551 minutes. So he's done very little this season. So it doesn't shock me he's getting subbed. Yeah, it's been linked with the move to Lazio.
But it doesn't involve him, does it? It used to be
Sarri's taking the job. Yeah, I think Sarri's interested in Loftus-Cheek as well, which would make sense. Loftus-Cheek's best run of form in his career was under Sarri.
Oh, Keith Moore has just dived there. Keith Moore has just dived there. Trying to get a free kick from Akanji. Just dived. They're going to yellow card. I think you see it coming up.
Yeah, like his best spell in a Chelsea shirt was under Sarri, and first, I would imagine he'd do quite well out in Italy. Just look at the other English players that have gone out there; they've been fairly okay. Like Smalling's been all right for Roma,
maybe.
But Loftus, yeah, especially because I know I'm going to mention Liverpool again, but they've been linked with Milinkovic-Savic from Lazio. Doesn't excite me, that signing.
Yeah. And it's this. Oh, I love Milinkovic-Savic. I think he can be a phenomenal player. I'm such a big fan of his. He's a joy to watch. On form, he's almost Zidane-esque.
By Seb there.
Yeah. I remember when they was behind Juventus fighting for the title, and Lazio played Inter Milan. It was an Inter Milan side in form, and Milinkovic-Savic match just made me believe that he is capable in world class. He's unreal on his day. He just did
I don't know what type of money.
One of the best
I think at the time they were after
performances I've seen for.
Because he was meant to go to United.
Yeah, it was a bit ridiculous.
Pogba was
but now he's
set to leave, but
so
they couldn't get Milinkovic-Savic still. I think another season he was nearly gone to PSG. But I don't know if not he'd fit at Liverpool. I don't know where he'd fit.
The United were quite high, didn't hear the other clubs.
Because can he play in the double pivot? And is he a 10?
Yeah. He likes the three in midfield that Lazio do. Lazio's midfield is really well set with Alberto and Milinkovic. They all three of them have their own different assets that make it for a really strong midfield.
Are you a bit?
Luis Alberto
should Alberto find himself unlucky? He missed out on
Savage combined with Luis Leiva is really good at ending. Yes, I think. But if people question at all reason to question Enrique's squad, then suck it for England.
Yeah, like he didn't even pick Lucas Vazquez at right back. It was a bit like
suspicious.
I was like, what? You're gonna have Azpilicueta, who's been playing centre half, and Marcos Llorente, who's had his best season playing as a box to box 10, and even sometimes as a striker. Yeah.
Midfielder now. Yeah, field now.
Apparently the Spain squad's been given the COVID vaccine.
And taking lead.
Like the whole squad got vaccinated. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole squad got vaccinated. If they do bad, wondering it's because he's still suffering.
Okay.
I think Llorente got off.
Yeah, he might miss the whole time.
Llorente got a false positive, I think.
So Wales getting
was all cleared. Busquets, Diego got a false positive.
Which one, Marcus? Okay, because Marcus is probably one of the most important players, I'd say. Even if he didn't show at a Spanish level, I think he's better players.
Breland Bowler's had more shots on target than the whole Wales side combined.
Just on the ball, really.
He's had 2 shots on target.
Probably than the whole Swiss side. Okay. And how many of Swiss target altogether?
No, I'm on Google.
My favourite site.
They've had 3 shots on target. Yeah, I'm gonna use that site now.
Oh, that was poor from that James. You can see Bamboo was doesn't get attacked. So for score, yeah. Is anyone really well?
Look at this.
Ben
Davies has been Wales' best player.
James just looks tired now. He's on his heels all the time. In the second half, by far.
Yeah, it's just like at the moment Wales have had the momentum.
Oh, Navy sent now. one's in the box for it. But Dan James just controlling the ball with his face on accident. You can tell he wants to get up on his desk, just hits him in the face. You see it go up. It's just brilliant. And it's corner to Wales. So
I think Wales.
I think it's Dan James going over to take it.
Yeah, because I've just heard people screaming and celebrating.
You think? We'll see. The corner goes wide, comes into the box, keep on slating him all this match, and keep on the one gets the goal. If not Wales, needing equal. Good goal, but Switzerland were defending in their zones and lost their man. Keep more so. Sloppy from the
We've been bigging him up as well.
Keep more. Just peel off. It's Arias' match. Like, I've been up with the more. Yeah, it's from Morella. Morella gets a cross in.
Massive goal. Massive goal.
Big goal for that. Really big goal.
Oh, what a header! Oh my days, what a header!
At the moment, my prediction
that was Alisson Becker-esque.
It's a good header, isn't it? It's a good header. But can I just say again? If Sommer is taller, I think he gets that. I'm absolutely shocked that he's getting taken off. He's shaking his head. He's visibly angry. He is angry that he's been taken off. David Rooks. Yeah, a bit of a shame, to be honest. I think Rooks will get much for...
Seb, time to update the scores, my friend. On the thing. Yes, on the title as well, because it's...
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. We learn on the job.
Keith and Moore. Gonna have a look on Twitter.
It's about hours over. Yeah, LA on the ball now, pressing high up and singing it goes up for a throw in.
He looks pissed. I can understand why he's pissed because he has been Wales' best outlet on the ball. He's definitely been Wales' best attacking threat. Bar Keith and Moore. So I can understand why he's pissed off.
Yeah, of course, but I think Alan's been decent in this half. I do the ball getting it forward, but it's nothing new from Alan. He's always probably been a really underrated player. I don't know. We thought that maybe more want to come up, but he scores. Ricardo Rodriguez getting the ball in. Just inside the box, gets a cross in.
Wales uses momentum now.
And the ball goes behind him. Well, he missed.
He's had 3 shots, 2 on target, Keith Moore.
It looks like...
Great save. I rate that. As a fellow goalkeeper myself, I rate that.
It's almost half. Any goal questions, and we have to reserve them for Mr. Tanner.
Yeah, I wish I was a decent goalkeeper now, but I think I've fallen in love with food a bit too much. Yeah, like Wales are definitely dominating now.
We'll fall into that trap. Yeah, they're getting really quick balls and
Wales in the last.
Brooks, bring that wide to Davies. It's just over from all there, out for a goal kick.
A draw.
And yeah, so far my prediction's perfect. So
just
complain. My word. My.
Yeah, everyone here, make sure you have to put super chats in for Seb's computer fund.
I'm gonna have to sort this out. That was unreal.
Oh, don't worry. When I was doing a stream with Stu, Greg in the comments to say, yeah, put some super chats in for Stu's internet.
Oh, that's another bad one. It's like I'm living in a poverty-ridden area where we have any sort of internet. I can't believe it.
But Switzerland are now just starting to wane a little bit.
Yeah.
And now Wales are stepping it up. Bale flicks it back to Brooks. Brooks! Oh, across the box, and it was nearly a chance for Wales. Oh, Ramsey. Oh, just missed the on-running pass. And
they're getting
Wales
better, aren't they?
it. Oh, Brooks with a lovely ball in. And Ramsey was just not quick enough to the back post. Keith Moore has now scored more goals for Wales than Hal Robson-Kanu.
Well, to be fair,
like a fifth of the caps.
I'm not one to try.
That's Keith Moore's 17th cap.
I don't think Robson Kanu is that great a player. Let's try and be realistic. He's just got a few. He got a very iconic goal for Wales in the. It's under review. It's under review now.
What is it under review?
It is under review.
Right, I've not seen the goal yet.
So checking it. I think.
I think he's off.
Yeah, it looks off from initial position, but they were slow. They were slow to react, so I wasn't sure if they were.
I will not tweet it out until I know.
I'm a bit disappointed because, well, no, I'm not disappointed. I want it in the draw, right? My birthday needs to stand in the draw.
Offside. He's definitely off. There's no way he's on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been given offside.
Great finish. Offside. Definitely offside.
Good finish.
Half his body's offside. That is one of the most obvious offside calls in the VAR era.
Yeah, it's offside. It's clear.
Great
offside.
Finish on the volley.
What a finish, though. It's a shame, isn't it? Well, Seb's relief because
Seb's relief for his bet, but we know deep down he wants Switzerland to win.
Oh yeah.
Would you class yourself as Swiss because you've been living there for?
No, not in a. No, I don't have a Swiss passport.
Come home. Come back to us.
I'm eligible, but I'm not Swiss. I'll always say I'm English above.
Is your girlfriend from Switzerland? Like, is she Swiss?
Well, difficult because I'm currently single.
Oh, I thought you had a girlfriend.
I did, but she's not in English or Swiss. Dutch. Yeah. International set.
International set.
I mean, a year and a half with her, and I still couldn't pronounce anything with a Dutch accent.
Hey,
I couldn't even say her family name properly. All the shit goes wide.
Is Donny van der Beek?
I don't say it right, apparently. Yeah. The only one I could say reasonably right was like Bergwijn. There's something really weird like that. Yeah, I couldn't say any name properly. It's like Dutch without the harshness on the consonants.
Is that why you broke up? Because you couldn't pronounce the Dutch properly?
That's it, yeah.
Just showing the VAR offside. Look at the Wales fans cheering. They would not be cheering if that happened to them. Oh yeah,
it was offside.
There's no good thing I held back on that tweet.
the dates.
Yeah, now Switzerland look like
what a flick there from Ramsey. And Bale shot is blocked from back G and takes all the sting out of it.
Switzerland. Oh, that chance was
Bale taking a shot with his right foot. You know, seen it all today.
Jeez. This should be Bale's tournament. He came to form at the right time for Spurs. Warmed up just in time for this Euros.
And carries it in. Just defended there. Well tight at the back. Luckily, because a good chance. So the is playing in a more advanced role today. He's practically the highest player on the pitch. Garavanovic, I think that's how you pronounce it, seems to be dropping back. And Zakaria playing as the main striker. Well, almost the first striker, actually, it looks like at this point in time, except a bit wide.
I'm wondering if he's using his engine, his pressing, just to press the Welsh centre halves when they've got the ball.
Yeah, well, possibly. Wait a minute.
But it could be a crucial last few minutes for either team. Can either nick a winner. See the Swiss chance now. Everyone that's watching, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Got a UFC watch along
Cross
tonight.
comes in. Rodriguez's cross is stopped near post. Gets another one in. And Wales defend it again. So, bringing in a bit of danger near the end now.
Yeah, Swiss are just stepping it on the gas.
5 minutes at a time. 5.
Are we still live?
I think we had a connection problem. I had a connection problem. My God, this is one of the worst
I
days.
could have hosted this all along now. I don't start.
Well, you know, ifs and buts.
I just don't want to take the risk.
I get it.
I'll be back next week for England, Scotland. Don't think I'm doing another one till then. Oh, what a save! What a save!
But it was offside in the end, so
yeah.
We'll come up to 2 minutes 40 here.
Ethan Ampadu's coming on for Aaron Ramsey. Suffered relegation with Sheffield United.
Mm-hmm. I think he's probably not good enough for the Premier League.
Not good enough for Chelsea.
I think he's good enough for the Premier League. Switzerland coming forward here. Go around of it now. It's Mbola now. Tries the outside of cross and goes behind for a corner. They don't look too bothered, Switzerland, if this ends in a draw.
Neither should Wales.
These two teams both show more than Turkey did yesterday. So there's at least that. And Valverde just missed that header. Back out to Xhaka. Cross comes in. Right into the palms of Ward.
Tomorrow on Let's Talk Sport, Joe will be doing the England-Croatia game.
Mm.
Now, I think Tuesday, is it Germany-France Tuesday?
Good question.
It is. Yeah, it's Germany-France Tuesday, which will be done by Jamie and probably someone else. Now, if you love Jamie will be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday, he'll be joined by Seb for those two games.
Because you're putting up
Euro
field now.
2020 coverage continues on Let's Talk Sport.
Bale in possession with 13 seconds to go. Just keeping the ball, taking it to the corner. Is he going to cross it? Tackle from Eddie out for a throw.
So Ozzy and Rob Page. That's Wales manager got linked with the Wrexham job.
You got linked to the Wrexham job. Okay.
Yeah, he was on the betting to become Wrexham manager.
And now he finds himself Euros.
Yeah. And now Wrexham are going to sign Mark Hudson, former Huddersfield and Cardiff defender.
And that time.
It's time.
So full time here. I'll just let Luke get to the end there.
I don't know, I'm just updating Twitter.
Switzerland and Wales. Second game of the Euros over. Wales won. Switzerland won. All come from Mbolo in the 49th minute and from Keith Moore in the 74th minute. It was 38% possession for Wales, 62 for Switzerland. 9 attempts from Wales, 2 on target. 18 from Switzerland, 4 on target. And 3 goalkeeper saves from Wales and 1 from Switzerland. What were your thoughts on that match?
It's been a pretty, say, even. Draw's probably a fair result.
Mm-hmm.
Of the two teams, I thought Wales it's like the Switzerland goal really stunned Wales into life, and after they conceded, that's when Wales stepped up a level, and obviously rightly he got the goal from Kiefer Moore, who I thought, apart from the goal, I thought he was fairly anonymous in the build-up play and stuff for Wales. Just look at the two sets of fans; they look fairly unhappy, but probably a draw is probably perfect considering how the first game went between Turkey and Italy, knowing that both of these teams haven't put themselves out of contention to get out the group, whether or not it'll be second or by the best losers. So good start for Wales. I don't know who they've got next, whether or not they're playing Italy or Turkey next.
I think it's even Turkey. No, wait, no, it's Tennessee. So they stay through and then go
so
to
like if Wales can pick up a win against Turkey, then draw to Italy, then maybe that might be enough to just get Wales through. But it's going to be a tall order. This was always going to be a tough group for Wales. It wasn't going to be a gimme that they were going to qualify. And I think Switzerland were good. Just seeing Nico Williams and Shaqiri talking to each other. And then probably both saying, yeah, we're probably leaving Liverpool in the summer. So, yeah, I just think draw's fair result.
It's
no sense.
Then Turkey for having to have to travel back.
Wait.
Which, yeah, it's back now.
Yeah, not
I think
lose.
for both teams today was to just not lose. Might have been more disappointed than not. I don't know. The big period, the whole game, maybe Switzerland just a bit more if we're talking time-wise. But then when Wales played, they were better than Switzerland's period. So overall, it was a fair result, yeah.
Who would you say your man of the match is?
I thought Mbolo was lively. It's obvious, isn't it? Because he scored the goal and he created most of Switzerland's chances. You look, Seferovic missed a really big chance, and that was created by Mbolo. Mbolo had 2 shots on target. One of them was a goal. He was just everywhere. I think Ward
I thought Danny Ward was
good.
Excellent.
I think he had a good game as well. Davies in the second half, a much better second half. But yeah, I think I'd go for Mbolo just on that.
I've just a quote from Luka Modric ahead of tomorrow's game. Luka Modric on England. The arrogance is not so much related to the players, but the people around them. Some of the journalists and commentators. It's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Well, no,
He's not wrong.
But I think we have to stop this
Roy
whole.
Keane is saying you can get to the semis.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think England can get to quarters, semis. We'll see. We'll see. I've predicted go to, I think, the semis to get knocked out by Portugal. So there we have it.
I'm gonna go. If they win the group, they get knocked out straight afterwards.
No, because I think they're coming up against Germany, and I think Germany are beatable.
No, I think they'll somehow. Yeah.
I've done my whole table out where, depending on who finishes third. So basically, I think England go against Germany in the next round, then go against Spain. Spain beat Croatia. England beat Spain. Portugal beat Turkey. Portugal beat England. Portugal goes to final, and that's my whole prediction I've tried playing out. Because it all depends on all the three that qualifies. So it doesn't. You can't just say they're facing one or two in the groups. It all depends. I predicted this before the tournament started, and I think Italy will win it.
Italy not a bad shout, you know.
I think they've got a good attack. I'm Immobile in my fantasy team. Yeah.
The disrespect that Wales are getting on like social media is quite like wrong.
So who would you say? Who do you manage to?
Oh, probably Danny Ward. Kept Wales in the game.
You're gonna give it to Danny Ward?
Vital saves.
Fair enough.
But if I was going to give it to an outfielder, probably for Wales, Dan James, and for Switzerland, Mbolo. I just saw someone on Twitter saying someone definitely overpaying for Mbolo this summer.
Possibly. He did well there. And he is a good player, just sometimes frustrating. But that nearly comes to... that brings us to an end almost. So, thank you again, Luke, for joining me and putting up with the problems that we went through. If we can get through that, we can get through another Italy versus Turkey match. Thanks to everyone who joined us. And don't forget, later, as you mentioned, for UFC. And we've got John tomorrow for England versus Croatia. Keep notified, subscribe and like, because we'll be across Euro 2020 all summer long. So thanks to everyone who joined us in the comments and watched us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Super Chat as well. Hope to see you all again. Hope to see you, Luke, again soon. And goodbye from the next one.